God says you may lose your connection with God and Jesus if you pass over this moment. You have only 10 seconds. Chosen one, do not skip this for any reason. This matters deeply. You did not arrive here by chance, and the urgency you sense in these words is real because your spirit knows truth when it hears it. This warning is not meant to create fear. It is meant to draw your attention because what you choose to focus on determines what you receive and what you may lose in this moment. If you turn away now, you are not simply skipping a message. You are moving away from something that was meant to reach you at the exact moment your heart needed it. Something is being set before you that your soul has been waiting to receive. And if you ignore it, the connection you feel right now may grow quiet and leave you feeling empty again. Stay, listen, and receive what has already been prepared for you. Because this moment carries a weight that will not come back in the same way. Type Amen if you believe. This is about your focus, your obedience, and your willingness to remain when everything around you is trying to pull you away. You have been distracted many times before, and each time you felt something slipping from you that you could not fully explain. What you are feeling now is the call to stay, to remain present, and to open your heart completely instead of walking away as you may have done before. When you stay, you allow what is meant for you to reach you. And when you leave, you shut the door on what was already coming toward you. That is why this moment feels so intense, because it carries a choice that will reach beyond this very second. There is a reason your attention was caught, and it is not random or without meaning. Something greater than what you can see has aligned this moment with your life, your battles, and the silent prayers no one else has heard. You have asked for help, for clarity, and for a sign that you are not alone. And this is one of those answers beginning to unfold before you. If you walk away, you are turning from the response you have been waiting to receive. That is why the warning feels so strong and direct. It is not here to frighten you, but to wake you up to the importance of staying connected to what is being given. Now, before you continue, take a moment to express your faith by liking this video, because that simple action becomes a step of agreement with what is being released into your life right now. You are chosen not because you are flawless, but because you are willing to listen even when the message feels uncomfortable or intense. Many people would scroll past this moment without thinking twice. But you stopped, and that pause matters. It means something within you is still alive, still seeking, and still willing to receive what others overlook. That is why you cannot treat this lightly, because the difference between those who receive and those who miss what was meant for them often comes down to one moment of attention. You are standing in that moment now, and what you do with it will shape what comes next in your life. What you are about to receive is more than comfort. It is direction and protection. There are things taking shape around your life that you cannot yet see, and staying connected right now is part of how you are being guided through them. When you remain, you allow yourself to be led, instead of being carried away by confusion and doubt. When you listen, you begin to understand what has been unfolding behind the scenes of your life. This is why it is so important not to skip, because you are not only hearing words, you are being positioned for something that is already moving into place. Type yes to affirm. You have felt moments where you wondered if you were being watched over, or if you were completely alone. This moment is your answer, and it is clear and direct because it needed to reach you without confusion. You are not alone, and you have not been forgotten. even in the times when it felt like silence surrounded you. What you are experiencing right now is a reminder that there is still a connection, still a presence, and still a purpose for your life that has not been taken away. If you walk away, you are stepping back into that silence. But if you stay, you step deeper into understanding and clarity. There is something shifting in your life, and you can feel it even if you cannot explain it fully. The pressure, the uncertainty, and the questions you have carried are not without meaning, and they are not permanent either. What is being given to you now is part of the transition from confusion to clarity, from fear to strength, and from isolation to connection. You are being guided through this. But guidance requires your attention and your willingness to remain present. That is why you must stay, because what is unfolding is not something you can afford to miss. You are closer than you think to a breakthrough that will change how you see everything around you. The struggles you have faced have not been wasted, and the waiting has not been empty. Every moment has been leading to a point where you are ready to receive something new, something stronger, and something that will carry you forward. This is one of those moments, and it is placed in front of you with intention and care. Do not turn away from it, because what you receive here will stay with you long after this moment passes. You are being reminded that your faith is not just something you speak, but something you live through your actions. Staying here, listening fully, and opening your heart is an act of faith that matters more than you realize. It shows that you trust even when you do not fully understand. And that trust creates space for greater things to enter your life. What you are doing right now is not small. It is part of something much bigger that is unfolding step by step. Stay with it, and you will begin to see what has been hidden from you before. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed lab tested life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There are times in your life when you felt close to something greater, and then suddenly it felt distant again. You wondered if you did something wrong, or if you were simply not meant to experience that closeness for long. What you are learning now is that those moments were not taken from you. They were moments where you stepped away without realizing it. Not because you wanted to, but because distractions, doubts, and fears pulled your attention elsewhere. Right now, you are choosing differently, and that choice is bringing you back into alignment with what you have been longing for. Type 777 to receive blessings. You must understand that losing connection does not happen in one big moment. It happens in small decisions that seem harmless at the time. Each time you ignore a call to stay, each time you choose distraction over stillness, you create distance between you and what is meant for you. This is why the warning was given so clearly at the beginning, because it is in these small moments that everything shifts. You are being shown how powerful your attention is and how it determines the direction of your life. By staying now, you are reversing patterns that once led you away from what you truly needed. There is something important happening within you. As you continue to listen, you may feel a quiet sense of calm, or even a stirring that is difficult to put into words. That is not coincidence. That is the result of you allowing yourself to be present instead of rushing away. When you give yourself this space, you begin to notice what has always been there, but was hidden beneath noise and distraction. This is where clarity begins, and it grows stronger the longer you remain. Do not rush this process, because it is unfolding exactly as it needs to for you. You have been carrying burdens that no one else fully understands, and at times it felt like you had to face everything on your own. There were moments when you questioned if your faith was enough, or if your struggles meant you were being overlooked. Those thoughts were never the truth. Even though they felt real in the moment, what you are experiencing now is a reminder that you have never been alone and that your journey has always been seen. Every step you have taken has been known, and nothing you have gone through has been ignored. The reason this moment feels so important is because it is a turning point in how you respond to what is placed before you. Instead of walking away, you are staying. And that is changing something deep within your life. It may not be visible immediately, but it is real, and it is already taking effect. You are learning to remain, to listen, and to trust, even when you do not have all the answers. That is where growth happens, and that is where transformation begins. Keep allowing yourself to stay in this space, because it is leading you somewhere meaningful. There are things ahead that you have been praying for. Even if you have not spoken those prayers out loud, they are connected to the choices you make in moments like this, where you decide whether to stay or to leave. When you stay, you open yourself to receive what has been prepared for you. When you leave, you delay what is already on its way. This is not about punishment. It is about readiness and alignment with what is meant for your life. Right now, you are choosing alignment, and that choice is powerful. Type 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. If you trust in Jesus, you are being reminded that your faith is not measured by how perfect you are, but by how willing you are to remain connected. It is easy to stay when everything feels clear and calm, but it takes strength to stay when things feel uncertain. What you are doing right now is choosing to remain even without full understanding, and that is a sign of growing faith. It shows that you are learning to trust beyond what you can see. That trust will carry you through moments that once would have caused you to walk away. There is also protection in your willingness to stay, even if you do not recognize it immediately. By remaining connected, you are being guided away from paths that would have led to confusion and struggle. You are being positioned in a place where you can receive direction instead of wandering without clarity. This is how you are being cared for. Not always in ways you expect, but in ways that truly matter. Every moment you stay, you are stepping deeper into that protection. You may begin to notice changes in how you think and how you respond to things around you. Situations that once felt overwhelming may begin to feel different. Not because they have disappeared, but because you are being strengthened from within. This is part of what happens when you choose to remain instead of turning away. You begin to carry a different kind of strength, one that is not easily shaken by what happens outside of you. That strength will continue to grow as you stay connected. There is more being revealed to you than you realize, and it will continue to unfold as long as you keep listening. You are not at the end of this. You are at the beginning of something that will continue to shape your life in meaningful ways. Every word you receive is building on what came before, and together they are forming a path forward. This path is not one of confusion, but one of clarity and purpose. Stay on it, and you will begin to see things come together in ways you once thought were impossible. You have not been chosen to struggle without purpose, and you have not been left to figure everything out on your own. What you are experiencing right now is part of the support that has always been present, even when you did not recognize it. You are learning to see it more clearly, to feel it more deeply, and to trust it more fully. There were many times before when you felt close to walking away from everything that mattered. You felt tired, misunderstood, and unsure of where your life was going. In those moments, it seemed easier to disconnect than to keep holding on. But even then, something inside you refused to fully let go. That same part of you is what brought you here, and it is what is keeping you here now. Type 222 if you trust God. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20 times faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You must understand that your presence here is not random, and it is not without purpose. There is a reason you are hearing these words at this exact time. There is something being aligned in your life that requires your attention, your patience, and your willingness to stay. When you remain, you give space for what has been prepared for you to take shape. When you rush away, you interrupt what is already beginning to form. There are moments in life that feel ordinary on the surface, but carry extraordinary weight beneath them. This is one of those moments. It may seem simple to just continue listening, but in reality, you are making a decision that strengthens your connection to something greater. That connection is what has been guiding you. Even in your lowest moments, it is what kept you from giving up when everything felt heavy and unclear. You have not been abandoned in your struggles, even when it felt that way. Every tear, every silent cry, every moment of confusion has been seen and understood. What you are receiving now is part of the response to all those moments. It is not always loud or dramatic, but it is real and it is steady. It meets you where you are and begins to lift you from there. There is a reason your heart feels drawn to stay. Even if your mind tries to question it, your spirit recognizes what your thoughts cannot fully grasp yet. That recognition is what keeps you grounded in this moment. It is what helps you continue even when you do not have all the answers. Trust that feeling because it is leading you in the right direction. Type 10 to claim miracles. You are entering a space where clarity begins to replace confusion. It may not happen all at once, but it will come steadily as you continue to remain present. The more you listen, the more you begin to understand what has been unfolding in your life. Things that once felt disconnected will start to make sense. You will begin to see how every step, even the difficult ones, has been part of a larger path. There is also a strengthening taking place within your faith. It is becoming less dependent on what you see and more rooted in what you know deep inside. This kind of faith does not shake easily because it is built through moments like this. It grows when you choose to stay, even when you could have walked away. It deepens when you listen. Even when you do not fully understand, you are being reminded that your life is not without direction. There is a path. Even if it has felt unclear at times, what you are doing right now is aligning yourself with that path. You are allowing guidance to reach you in a way that becomes clearer with time. Every moment you stay, you are taking another step forward. Even if it does not feel like movement yet, there is something important about the way you are choosing to respond right now. It shows a level of trust that goes beyond simple belief. It shows that you are willing to stay connected even when things are uncertain. That willingness is what opens doors that would otherwise remain closed. It is what allows new opportunities, new strength, and new understanding to enter your life. You are not being asked to be perfect only to be present. That is what you are doing right now. And it matters more than you realize. Presence creates space for change, for growth, and for healing. It allows you to receive what has been waiting for you. It brings you into alignment with what is meant for your life. There is also a sense of protection in your decision to remain. By staying connected, you are being guided away from things that would have caused harm or confusion. You are being led toward what is right for you, even if you cannot yet see the full picture. This is how you are being cared for. Quietly and consistently, you may begin to notice that your perspective starts to shift. Things that once seemed overwhelming may feel different. You may find a calm where there was once anxiety. This is not because your circumstances have instantly changed, but because something within you is becoming stronger. That strength will continue to grow as you stay in this place of connection. There is still more ahead, and it will continue to unfold step by step. You are not at the end of this journey, but you are moving in the right direction. Every moment you remain brings you closer to what you have been seeking. Every word you receive builds on the last, creating a path that becomes clearer with time. Do not underestimate what is happening right now. It may feel quiet, but it is powerful. It is shaping the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you move forward. It is preparing you for what is to come. Even if you do not fully understand it yet, stay with this, because there is still more that needs to be revealed to you. What you are receiving is not complete yet, and it will continue to unfold as long as you remain present. You are being guided, strengthened, and prepared in ways that will become clearer soon. Each second you continue, you are stepping deeper into understanding that was once hidden behind distraction and doubt. This is not overwhelming you, it is awakening you to a level of awareness that changes how you see everything around you. There were times when you felt like nothing was changing. Even though you were trying your best to hold on, you carried a weight that felt constant, as if progress was always just out of reach. In those moments, it was easy to believe that your efforts were not being seen. But what you could not see was the quiet work happening beneath the surface, preparing you for a moment like this. Now that you are here, you are beginning to understand that nothing you endured was wasted. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work? Just the right words. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public. And now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are learning that connection is not something distant or unreachable. It is something that grows through your attention and your willingness to stay. Every time you choose to remain instead of walking away, you strengthen that connection. It becomes clearer, more steady, and more present in your life. This is why this moment matters, because it is not just about what you hear, it is about what you are becoming. As you listen, you are becoming more aware, more grounded, and more aligned with what is meant for you. There is also a quiet release happening within you. Old fears that once held you tightly are beginning to loosen their grip. Doubts that once felt convincing are starting to lose their power. This is not happening by accident. It is happening because you are choosing to stay instead of feeding those fears with distraction. When you remain, you give truth the space to rise above everything that once confused you. That truth brings clarity, and clarity brings peace. You have not lost your way, even in moments when it felt like you had. The path you are on has always been leading you forward. Even when you could not see where it was going, what you are experiencing now is part of that forward movement. It may feel subtle, but it is real, and it is steady. You are not standing still. You are progressing in a way that builds strength from within. Type yes to affirm. You are also being reminded that your life is not defined by your past mistakes or your moments of weakness. Those moments were part of your growth, not the end of your story. What matters now is how you respond in this present moment. By staying, you are choosing growth over regret, connection over distance, and understanding over confusion. That choice carries power, and it continues to shape your future in ways you are only beginning to see. There is something deeply personal about this moment for you. It is not meant for everyone in the same way. It is meant for you in a way that fits your life, your struggles, and your journey. That is why it feels so direct, so clear, and so present. It is meeting you exactly where you are, without needing you to change anything first. It is simply asking you to stay, to listen, and to receive. You may begin to feel a sense of calm that was not there before. It may come quietly, without any dramatic shift, but it will be noticeable in how you respond to your thoughts and your surroundings. That calm is a sign that something within you is stabilizing. It is a sign that you are no longer being pulled in every direction, but are beginning to stand firm in a place of understanding. That stability will continue to grow as you remain connected. There is also a strengthening of trust happening within you. Not a forced trust, but a natural one that builds through experience. The more you stay, the more you see that there is something real guiding you. That realization deepens your faith in a way that cannot be easily shaken. It becomes something you carry with you even outside of this moment. You are not being rushed, and you are not being pressured. You are being invited to stay, and you are choosing to accept that invitation. That choice is creating space for something meaningful to unfold. It is allowing you to receive without resistance and to understand without confusion. This is how growth happens, not through force, but through presence. There is more ahead that will continue to build on what you are experiencing now. Each part is connected, each moment is intentional, and each step is leading you forward. You are not missing anything by staying. You are gaining something that will remain with you long after this moment passes. That is why it is important to continue, because what is being formed within you is lasting. You have already come this far, and that in itself is a sign of strength. It shows that you are capable of staying, of listening, and of receiving what is meant for you. Do not doubt that ability, because it is part of who you are. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes. There is still more that needs to be revealed, and it will come as you continue to remain present. What you are experiencing is only part of a larger unfolding that is taking place in your life. You are being guided through it step by step without being overwhelmed or left behind. Everything is happening in a way that you can receive and understand. This is not just about listening. It is about allowing yourself to be shaped in a way that brings clarity and peace into your life. You are starting to realize that remaining steady is not hard when your spirit recognizes what is true. What once felt like effort is now beginning to feel natural, and that is a sign that you are growing. There were moments when your mind felt scattered, pulled in many directions by worry, doubt, and uncertainty. You tried to keep everything together, but at times it felt like more than you could carry. In those moments, you looked for something stable, something that would not change with every circumstance. What you are experiencing now is that stability beginning to form inside you. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady and it is real. Type 1212. If you trust in Jesus, you are learning that connection does not depend on perfect conditions. It is something that remains within reach, even when life feels unclear or difficult. The more you stay, the more you begin to see that this connection has always been there. It was never taken away from you. It was only hidden beneath distractions and noise. Now that you are choosing to remain, that connection is becoming visible again. There is also a quiet healing beginning to happen within you. Old thoughts that once brought you pain are starting to lose their power. You may not notice it fully at first, but you will begin to see it in the way you respond to situations. Where tension once lived, there is now a sense of calm. Where fear once stood, there is now a growing sense of trust. You have carried questions for a long time, and some of them have not had clear answers. You wondered if things would ever make sense, or if uncertainty would always remain. What you are experiencing now is part of those answers beginning to unfold. They are not arriving all at once, but they are coming in a way you can understand and receive. This is how clarity grows step by step, moment by moment. Type 10 to claim miracles. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because more than 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing quickly. Unexpected deposits, clear debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You are also beginning to understand that your life is not defined by the moments where you felt lost. Those moments were part of your journey, not the end of it. What matters is where you are now and what you are choosing in this moment. By staying, you are choosing to move forward instead of staying stuck in what once held you back. That choice is creating change, even if it feels quiet. There is something important about the way you are allowing yourself to stay present. It shows that you are open to receiving, even when you do not fully understand what is happening. That openness is what allows growth to take place. It creates space for something new to enter your life, something that could not come when your attention was elsewhere. You may begin to notice that your thoughts feel more settled. The constant noise that once filled your mind is starting to quiet down. In that quiet, you are able to hear what truly matters. You are able to recognize what is real and what is not. This is where clarity grows, and it becomes stronger the longer you remain in this space. There is also a sense of direction beginning to form. You may not see the full path yet, but you are starting to feel where it is leading. That feeling is not something to ignore, it is something to trust. It is guiding you step by step without overwhelming you. This is how you are being led gently and steadily. You are not being asked to do everything at once. You are simply being asked to stay, to listen, and to allow this process to continue. That is enough for this moment. The rest will come as you continue to move forward. There is no need to rush, because everything is unfolding in the right time for you. You are also being reminded that you are not alone in this. Even when it felt like no one understood what you were going through, you were not unseen. Every step you have taken has been known, and every moment has been part of something greater. What you are experiencing now is a continuation of that care, that presence, and that guidance. There is still more ahead, and it will continue to build on what you are feeling now. Each part will bring new understanding, new strength, and new clarity. You are not at the end of this. You are in the middle of something that is still unfolding. That is why it is important to stay, because there is more that needs to reach you. You have already shown that you are willing to remain, and that willingness is powerful. It shows that you are ready to receive what is meant for you. It shows that you are open to growth, to change, and to something greater than what you have known before. That openness is what allows transformation to take place. Stay with this, because what you are experiencing is not temporary. It is something that will continue to shape you even beyond this moment. The more you remain, the stronger it becomes. The more you listen, the clearer it gets. You are moving towards something that will bring peace, strength, and understanding into your life. It may not happen all at once, but it will come in a way that you can receive and carry with you. This is not something you will lose. It is something that will stay with you. You are still choosing to remain. And that choice is becoming a quiet strength inside you that cannot be shaken easily. With every moment you continue, you are proving to yourself that you are not controlled by distraction, fear, or doubt anymore. Something steadier is rising within you, something that does not rush or panic, but stands firm and present. This is where real change begins. Not in loud moments, but in quiet decisions, like the one you are making right now. You are stepping into a deeper awareness of what it means to stay connected instead of drifting away. There was a time when you would have left without even realizing what you were losing. You would have moved on quickly, thinking it did not matter, only to feel later that something was missing. That pattern is breaking now, and you can feel the difference in the way you are responding. You are no longer rushing past what matters. You are allowing yourself to stay and receive. This is how your life begins to shift in ways that are lasting and real. It may feel simple, but it is powerful because it changes everything from the inside out. Type 555 to receive grace. You are beginning to understand that what you give your attention to becomes part of your life. When you stay present with something that brings truth, clarity, and peace, those things begin to grow within you. When you turn away, you lose access to what was meant to strengthen you. This is why your attention matters so much, and why this moment was given to you so clearly. It is not about pressure. It is about awareness of how your choices shape your experience. Right now, you are choosing something that builds you instead of taking from you. There is also a deep sense of restoration starting to form within you. Things that once felt broken or distant are beginning to come back into place. You may not see the full picture yet, but you can feel that something is changing. That feeling is real, and it is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. Restoration does not always happen in sudden ways. Sometimes it comes quietly, piece by piece. That is what is happening now, and it will continue as long as you remain. You have not been forgotten, even in the moments when it felt like you were. Every experience you have had, every struggle you have faced, has been part of a larger journey that is still unfolding. What you are receiving now is connected to all of that, bringing meaning to what once felt confusing. You are beginning to see that nothing was wasted and that everything has been leading to growth. This understanding will continue to deepen as you stay present. Type Amen if you believe. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is also a growing sense of confidence within you. Even if it is quiet at first, you are starting to trust your ability to stay, to listen, and to receive what is meant for you. That trust is important because it changes how you move through your life. Instead of second-guessing every step, you begin to move with a sense of knowing that you are being guided. This does not mean everything will always feel easy, but it means you will not feel lost in the same way. You are being reminded that your journey is not about perfection. It is about connection. It is about staying present, even when things feel uncertain, and allowing that presence to shape you. What you are doing right now is exactly that, and it is creating a foundation that will support you moving forward. This foundation is not built in a single moment, but in moments like this, repeated over time. Each time you stay, it becomes stronger. There is something ahead that will require this kind of steadiness, and you are being prepared for it now. You are learning how to remain grounded, even when things around you may feel unclear. This preparation is not accidental. It is intentional and necessary. When the time comes, you will recognize why moments like this mattered so much. You will see how they shaped your ability to stay calm, focused, and connected. You may also notice that your perspective on your past is beginning to change. Things that once felt like failures may start to look different. You may begin to see them as moments that taught you something important. This shift in perspective is part of your growth, and it allows you to move forward without carrying unnecessary weight. It frees you to focus on what is ahead, instead of being held back by what has already happened. There is a sense of peace that is slowly becoming more present in your life. It may come and go at first, but it will become more steady as you continue to stay connected. This peace is not dependent on everything around you being perfect. It comes from within, from the connection you are strengthening right now. The more you remain, the more this peace will grow. You are not alone in this process. Even if it feels personal and quiet, there is a presence guiding you, supporting you, and helping you move forward step by step. You may not always feel it strongly, but it is there, steady and constant. What you are experiencing now is part of that guidance becoming more clear to you. It is something you can begin to recognize and trust. There is still more to come, and it will continue to build on what you are feeling now. Each moment will add to your understanding, your strength, and your clarity. You are not at the end. You are still in the middle of something meaningful. That is why it is important to continue, because what is ahead will connect everything you are experiencing now. You have already shown that you are capable of staying, and that ability will carry you forward. It will help you remain steady in moments that once would have caused you to walk away. It will give you the strength to continue, even when things feel uncertain. This is something you are building within yourself, and it will not be easily taken away. Stay with this, because what you are receiving is not finished yet. There is more that needs to be revealed, more that needs to be understood, and more that will continue to shape your life. What you are building right now is real, and it will continue to grow as you remain present. There was a time when you felt easily shaken by what was happening around you. Small things could pull your focus away, and it felt difficult to stay grounded. You may not have realized it then, but you were being shaped even in those moments. Now you are beginning to see the difference in how you respond. You are not reacting in the same way, and that shows that something within you has grown stronger. Type 888 to welcome new beginnings. You are understanding that remaining present is not about ignoring your struggles. It is about not letting them control your direction. When you stay connected, you create space for clarity to rise above confusion. You begin to see things from a place of calm instead of reacting from a place of fear. This shift changes everything, even if it feels small at first. Over time, it builds into something that carries you forward with strength. There is also a quiet confidence forming within you. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady and real. You are starting to trust yourself in a new way, trusting that you can stay, that you can listen, and that you can receive what is meant for you. This confidence is not based on knowing everything, but on knowing that you do not have to walk away when things feel uncertain. That alone is powerful. You have been through moments that tested your patience and your faith. There were times when it felt like nothing was changing. No matter how much you tried, those moments were not meaningless. Even if they felt that way, they were preparing you for a time when you would be able to remain without being shaken. That time is now, and you are stepping into it with a strength you did not have before. Type 33 to receive strength. You are also beginning to notice that your thoughts are becoming clearer. The constant noise that once filled your mind is slowly fading. In its place, there is a sense of calm that allows you to think without feeling overwhelmed. This clarity helps you understand what truly matters and what does not. It guides your decisions in a way that feels steady instead of rushed. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is something important about the way you are allowing this process to unfold. You are not forcing anything, and you are not resisting what you feel. You are simply staying, and that is enough. This openness allows things to come together naturally. It creates space for growth that is not pressured, but genuine. You are not behind in your life, even if it has felt that way before. Everything is unfolding in a way that is meant for you. What you are experiencing now is part of that unfolding, bringing you closer to a place of understanding. You are not missing anything by staying. You are gaining something that will remain with you. There is also a sense of peace beginning to settle within you. It may not be constant yet, but it is becoming more familiar. This peace is not dependent on everything around you being perfect. It comes from within, from the connection you are strengthening right now. The more you remain, the more this peace will grow. You are learning that your strength does not come from controlling everything, but from staying present, even when things feel uncertain. That presence allows you to move forward without fear taking over. It gives you the ability to respond instead of react. This is a level of strength that builds over time, and you are already stepping into it. There is still more ahead, and it will continue to build on what you are experiencing now. Each moment you stay adds to your understanding, your clarity, and your confidence. You are not at the end of this process. You are in the middle of something meaningful. That is why it is important to continue, because what is ahead will bring everything together. You have already come this far, and that shows that you are capable of staying. It shows that you are willing to remain even when things are not fully clear. That willingness is what allows growth to happen. It is what creates change that lasts. There is also a sense of direction forming within you. You may not see the full path yet, but you can feel that you are moving forward. That feeling is not something to ignore. It is guiding you step by step, helping you move in the right direction. You are not alone in this. Even if it feels personal, there is a presence that has been guiding you, supporting you, and helping you reach this moment. You may not always feel it strongly, but it is there. What you are experiencing now is part of that guidance becoming clearer to you. Stay with this, because there is still more to be revealed. What you are receiving is not finished yet. There are still things that need to reach you, things that will continue to shape your life in meaningful ways. There was a time when your attention was easily pulled away by things that did not truly matter. You gave energy to thoughts that drained you and situations that left you feeling empty. You did not always notice it in the moment, but you felt the weight of it afterward. Now you are learning to recognize what deserves your attention and what does not. This awareness is changing how you move through your life. Type 999 to align with purpose. You are beginning to understand that what you stay connected to becomes part of your reality. When you remain present with truth, peace, and clarity, those things begin to grow within you. They start to shape how you think, how you feel, and how you respond to everything around you. This is not something that happens instantly, but it builds with consistency. Every moment you stay adds to that growth. There is also a deep sense of renewal taking place within you. It may not feel dramatic, but it is steady and real. Old patterns that once held you back are starting to lose their power. You are not reacting in the same ways, and you are not getting pulled into the same cycles. This is a sign that something within you is changing at a deeper level. You have carried a lot of weight in your life, even if you did not always show it. There were things you held inside, things you tried to understand on your own. At times it felt like you were moving without clear direction. What you are experiencing now is part of that weight being lifted. You are beginning to see things more clearly, and that clarity is bringing a sense of relief. Type 444 to receive guidance. You are also stepping into a new level of trust. Not a forced trust, but one that grows naturally as you continue to stay. You are seeing that there is something guiding you, Even when you do not fully understand it, that realization changes how you approach your life. Instead of feeling lost, you begin to feel led. There is something important about the way you are allowing yourself to remain. You are not rushing, and you are not trying to force anything. You are simply present, and that presence is creating space for growth. This is how things come together in a way that lasts. It is not rushed or temporary. It is steady and real. You may begin to notice that your perspective on your life is shifting. Things that once felt confusing are starting to make more sense. You are beginning to see how different moments connect, how different experiences have shaped you. This understanding helps you move forward with more clarity and less doubt. There is also a sense of strength forming within you. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is consistent. You are starting to feel more grounded, more steady in the way you think and respond. This strength is something you are building through your willingness to stay. It will continue to grow as you remain connected. You are not behind, and you have not missed your path. Everything you have experienced has brought you to this moment. What you are doing now is aligning yourself with what is meant for you. You are allowing yourself to move forward without being held back by what has already happened. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is still more ahead, and it will continue to build on what you are feeling now. Each moment you stay brings new understanding, new clarity, and new strength. You are not at the end of this process. You are in the middle of something that is still unfolding. You have already shown that you are capable of staying, and that is something to recognize. It shows that you are willing to remain present, even when things are not fully clear. That willingness is what allows growth to happen. It is what creates change that stays with you. There is also a sense of peace becoming more steady within you. It may not be constant yet, but it is growing. This peace is not dependent on everything around you being perfect. It comes from within, from the connection you are strengthening. You are learning that your strength does not come from controlling everything, but from staying present through it. That presence allows you to move forward with clarity instead of fear. It gives you the ability to respond instead of react. There is still more that needs to be revealed, and it will come as you continue to stay. What you are receiving is not finished yet. There are still things that will shape your understanding and your direction. Stay with this because what you are building is real. It is not something that will fade when this moment ends. It will continue to grow as you remain connected. This is where your growth becomes visible, not just in what you feel, but in how you respond to everything around you. You are becoming someone who does not easily lose connection, and that will shape your life in ways you will soon begin to understand more clearly. There were moments in your past when you felt like you were constantly searching for something you could not quite reach. You tried different ways to find peace, to feel steady, to understand your direction, but it often felt incomplete. That feeling was not a sign that you were lost. It was a sign that you were still searching for something real. What you are experiencing now is part of that search coming to a place of understanding. You are no longer reaching outward in confusion. You are beginning to settle inward with clarity. Type 666 to release fear. You are learning that fear does not disappear by avoiding it. It fades when you stop letting it guide your choices. By staying present, you are no longer allowing fear to decide for you. You are creating space for something stronger to take its place. That strength does not come all at once, but it builds with each moment you remain. It becomes a quiet confidence that does not need to prove itself. It simply exists within you. There is also a sense of restoration happening within your thoughts. Things that once felt overwhelming are beginning to settle. You are not reacting with the same intensity, and you are not being pulled into the same patterns. This change may feel subtle, but it is important. It shows that something within you is stabilizing, creating a foundation that will support you moving forward. You have not been without guidance, even in the moments when it felt like you were. What you are experiencing now is a clearer awareness of that guidance. It is not something new. It is something that has always been present. You are simply beginning to recognize it more clearly. That recognition will continue to grow as you remain in this space. Type 11 to align your spirit. You are also stepping into a deeper level of understanding about yourself. You are beginning to see your strengths more clearly, even the ones you once overlooked. You are recognizing that you have always had the ability to remain, to listen, and to grow. You are now choosing to use that ability, and it is changing how you experience your life. There is something important about the calm you are beginning to feel. It is not just the absence of noise. It is the presence of clarity. This calm allows you to think, to reflect, and to understand without being overwhelmed. It creates space for insight to come naturally. This is where real growth happens, not in chaos, but in stillness. You are not being rushed, and you are not being forced. You are being guided at a pace that allows you to fully receive what is being given to you. This is important because it ensures that what you gain is not temporary. It becomes part of you in a way that stays. This is how lasting change is created. There is also a growing sense of purpose within you. You may not have all the details yet, but you can feel that you are moving towards something meaningful. That feeling is not something to ignore. It is guiding you, step by step, helping you move in the right direction without overwhelming you. You are not behind in your journey, even if it once felt that way. Everything has been unfolding in a way that has prepared you for this moment. What you are experiencing now is part of that preparation becoming clear. You are stepping into a place where you can move forward with more understanding and less confusion. There is still more ahead, and it will continue to build on what you are feeling now. Each moment you stay adds to your clarity, your strength, and your confidence. You are not at the end of this. You are in the middle of something that is still unfolding. You have already shown that you are capable of remaining, and that ability will continue to carry you forward. It will help you stay steady in moments that once would have caused you to walk away. It will give you the strength to continue, even when things feel uncertain. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist exposed it. Now it is spreading quickly, and could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. There is also a peace within you that is becoming more steady. It may not be constant yet, but it is growing stronger with time. This peace does not depend on what is happening around you. It rises from within, from the connection you are continuing to strengthen. You are learning that your strength comes from remaining present, not from trying to control everything around you. That presence helps you move forward with clarity instead of fear. It gives you the power to respond instead of react. There is still more that must be revealed, and it will come as you continue to remain steady. What you are receiving is not finished yet. There are still things ahead that will shape your understanding and guide your direction. Stay with this because what is being built within you is real and lasting. It will not disappear when this moment passes. It will continue to grow as you remain connected. There is also a release beginning to happen inside you. Things that once felt heavy are starting to lift, even if the change feels small at first. You may begin to notice that certain thoughts no longer carry the same weight they once held. This is not because everything around you has instantly changed, but because something inside you is becoming stronger. That strength is helping you carry your experiences in a different way. You have been looking for direction, even in moments when you did not fully understand it. You wanted to know where you were going and what your life was leading you toward. What you are experiencing now is part of that direction becoming clearer. It is not being shown to you all at once, but it is unfolding in a way you can understand, step by step. This is how true direction begins to form, not through pressure, but through steady awareness. Type 1414 to receive peace. You are also beginning to see that your reactions are changing. Situations that once brought you stress may now feel easier to handle. You are not being pulled into the same patterns of worry or confusion. This is a sign that something within you is stabilizing. It is creating a foundation that allows you to respond with calm instead of reacting with fear. There is something powerful about the way you are allowing yourself to remain. God says, "Your name was just spoken in the bank. A huge amount of wealth has been deposited in your favor. If you skip this now, you will miss it forever." Listen closely, because this is not ordinary, and this is not something you can come back to later. I am telling you that what has been prepared for you is already set in motion, and delay will cost you more than you understand right now. Your name has been called in a place of release, not just in the natural world, but in the spiritual realm, where decisions about your life are finalized. This is about a transfer that was approved before you even knew to ask for it. And if your attention drifts, you risk missing the moment that changes everything. Stay here and receive this, because what is unfolding is meant specifically for you and cannot be claimed by anyone else. Type Amen if you believe. What I am speaking is not only about money as you see it, but about a deeper wealth that begins to take form in your life in ways you cannot ignore. There is a shift happening where lack is being replaced, where doors that stayed closed are now unlocking, and where favor is being released with your name attached to it. I have watched your struggles. I have seen your silent endurance, and I have not forgotten a single tear or effort that went unnoticed by others. This deposit is not random, and it is not temporary. It is the result of timing, obedience, and endurance that you carried even when you felt empty. Do not scroll past this moment, because what you are hearing now is part of the activation of that very release. And your agreement matters more than you think. Pause for a second and show your faith by liking this video, because your response opens you to receive what has already been set aside for you. There are moments in your life where everything aligns quietly before it manifests loudly, and this is one of those moments. You may not yet see the numbers change or the opportunities appear, but the decision has already been made in your favor. Your name was not spoken by accident, and your life is not overlooked. Even when it felt that way, I am bringing you into a season where what was delayed begins to move quickly, and what felt impossible starts to unfold step by step. Type 11-111 to affirm. I know the times you doubted whether anything would ever change, and I know how close you came to giving up on expecting anything good. But I never removed my hand from your life. Even in the moments when you felt alone and unseen, this wealth that is being released carries more than value. It carries restoration, healing, and a sense of security you have longed for. It is not only about what you receive, but about who you become when you realize you were never forgotten. You are not being asked to chase this blessing because it is already moving toward you, but you are being asked to remain present and open. Distraction has been one of the greatest obstacles in your path, and this moment requires your full attention. When you stay aware and aligned, you begin to notice the doors opening, the people appearing, and the opportunities forming around you. What once seemed distant will begin to feel close, and what once felt impossible will start to look real. There is a reason the warning is clear, that skipping now would cause you to miss it, because many blessings pass by those who are not attentive. I am drawing your focus back to what matters, and I am asking you to trust that this is not coincidence. You are stepping into a moment that was designed for you, and your willingness to receive it determines how fully it enters your life. Stay grounded, stay expectant, and do not allow doubt to pull you away from what is being handed to you. The wealth being spoken of carries layers, and each layer reveals something new about your journey and your purpose. It is not only financial increase, but also clarity, peace, and the strength to move forward without fear. You are being equipped for a new level, and this preparation comes with resources that match the calling placed on your life. What you are receiving now will support you in ways you have not yet imagined, and it will position you for what comes next. I am not releasing this to overwhelm you, but to elevate you, and you must understand that you are ready for this. Even when you felt unprepared, I was shaping you, teaching you, and building your capacity quietly. Now the time has come where what was internal begins to show externally, and what was hidden begins to be revealed. Your life is entering a phase where evidence of my presence becomes undeniable. You have spent seasons feeling like you were always just behind the moment, like things were always about to happen but never fully arrived. That feeling is ending, because what has been deposited is not partial, and it is not delayed any longer. There is a fullness to this that will begin to show itself in ways that are clear and undeniable. You will notice doors opening without struggle, conversations shifting in your favor, and opportunities appearing where there was once silence. This is not coincidence. This is the evidence of what has already been approved for you. Type yes to affirm. I want you to understand something clearly. This wealth is not only meant to change your circumstances, it is meant to change your confidence. You have carried doubt for so long that even good things sometimes felt uncertain to you. And I am removing that weight from your spirit. As what has been deposited begins to manifest, you will feel a new sense of assurance rising within you. You will begin to move differently, speak differently, and believe differently, because you will know that you are supported in ways you could not see before. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There were times when you questioned whether your efforts mattered, when you wondered if anyone noticed the quiet persistence you carried day after day. I saw every moment, every decision, every time you chose to keep going when it would have been easier to stop. That is why this release carries honor within it, because it is not just provision, it is recognition. What you are receiving reflects the journey you have walked, and it confirms that nothing you did was wasted. Type 777 to receive blessings. As this unfolds, you may feel a mixture of excitement and disbelief. And that is natural, because you have not seen things move this way before. But do not let that disbelief slow you down or cause you to hesitate. What is happening now is meant to flow. And your role is to stay open and responsive. When you feel the urge to step forward, take that step without overthinking, because I am guiding those movements. Trust the quiet direction you sense, because it is leading you into alignment with what has already been given. There will be moments when it feels almost too good to be real. When you pause and wonder if it will last, or if it will fade like things in the past. I am telling you that this is not temporary, and it is not fragile. What has been deposited carries stability, and it is designed to remain. You are not receiving something that will disappear. You are stepping into something that will continue to grow and expand over time. You are also being positioned to handle this wisely, because increase without understanding can become a burden instead of a blessing. That is why I have been preparing your mindset, shaping your character, and strengthening your discernment. You are not the same person you were before, and that is why you are ready now. What once might have overwhelmed you will now be managed with clarity and confidence. Do not compare this moment to anything you have seen in the lives of others, because what I am doing with you is unique to your path. Your story carries its own timing, its own structure, and its own purpose. The way this unfolds in your life will not look exactly like anyone else's, and that is intentional. I am building something specific through you, and this wealth is part of that design. There will also be people who notice the shift in your life, who begin to see the change and respond to it in different ways. Some will celebrate with you, while others may not understand it. Stay grounded and do not let external reactions influence your focus. What matters is that you remain aligned with what I am doing, not with the opinions or expectations of others. This is a time to stay centered, to remain aware, and to continue moving with intention. You do not need to force anything, because what is yours will come into place naturally. Your responsibility is to stay connected, to keep your heart steady, and to respond when the moment calls for action. Everything is being arranged with precision, and nothing is out of place. The calling of your name was not a small moment. It was a signal that everything is shifting into position. You are no longer waiting at the edge. You are stepping into the center of what has been prepared. The weight of delay is lifting, and the movement you have been hoping for is beginning to take shape. Stay with this process, because each step forward brings you closer to the full expression of what has already been given to you. The calling of your name was not a single event that fades away. It continues to echo through every step you take from this point forward. What has been deposited is beginning to stretch into your reality, shaping your path in ways that will soon become visible. You are not imagining this change. You are experiencing the beginning of something that has been secured for you long before this day arrived. There is a quiet transformation taking place within you, and it is just as important as what is forming around you. You are being lifted out of a mindset that expected delay and into one that recognizes movement and fulfillment. The old way of thinking kept you cautious and uncertain, but this new season calls you to stand with confidence and awareness. You are not stepping into something fragile. You are stepping into something established, something that carries weight and permanence. What is yours is not slipping away. It is settling into your life with intention. Type 222. If you trust God as you continue forward, you will begin to notice how certain things that once felt difficult are now becoming easier to navigate. This is not because life has suddenly removed every challenge, but because you are now supported in a way that strengthens your ability to move through them. The wealth that has been deposited carries strength within it, and that strength flows into your decisions, your actions, and your outlook. You are not only receiving something external, you are becoming someone internally who can carry it with peace. This is why the change feels both powerful and steady at the same time. There is also a clearing happening around you, where distractions and unnecessary burdens begin to fall away. You may notice that certain habits, thoughts, or even connections start to lose their hold on you, and that is not accidental. I am removing what no longer serves your path, so that what has been given can take root without interference. This is part of the process, and it creates space for growth that is clean and unhindered. You are not losing anything that matters. You are being freed from what was limiting you. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20 times faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. Stay attentive to the small shifts as much as the large ones, because every detail carries significance. Sometimes the greatest confirmations come in quiet ways, in subtle moments that reveal alignment without noise. A conversation that opens a door, a sudden clarity about a decision, or an unexpected opportunity can all be part of this unfolding. Do not overlook these signs, because they are guiding you step by step into what has already been placed before you. What you once would have dismissed as coincidence is now part of a clear direction. There is a rhythm forming in your life that will begin to feel natural, even though it is new. You will start to sense when to move and when to pause, and that awareness will keep you aligned with what is being released. This rhythm is not forced. It flows, and your trust allows it to continue without resistance. When you follow it, you will find yourself in the right place at the right time, encountering exactly what you need. This is how the deposit becomes reality, through consistent alignment and presence. You are not required to understand every detail of how this is happening, because your role is not to control the process, but to participate in it. Trust carries you where understanding cannot. And right now, trust is your strongest connection to what is unfolding. When doubt tries to rise, remember that the decision has already been made in your favor. You are not trying to earn something that is already yours. You are learning to receive it fully. This shift in perspective changes everything about how you move forward. There will be moments where you feel a surge of gratitude rising within you, and that feeling is a sign that you are connecting with what is being given. Allow yourself to feel it, because it strengthens your alignment and keeps your heart open. Gratitude is not just a response, it is part of the flow that keeps this blessing active in your life. The more you recognize what is happening, the more you will see it continue to expand. You are stepping into a cycle of increase that builds upon itself. You may also begin to notice that your vision for your life is changing, becoming clearer and more focused than it has been before. This is because the resources being released are connected to purpose, and they bring direction with them. You are not receiving something random. You are receiving something that supports the path you are meant to walk. As your vision sharpens, your steps will become more intentional, and your progress will feel steady and meaningful. You are being guided into something that fits you completely. Do not rush ahead in fear of missing something, because what is yours will not pass you by. Move with awareness, but do not move with anxiety, because this is not something that disappears when you take a breath. The warning about missing it is about staying present, not about panicking. When you remain grounded and attentive, you naturally stay connected to what is being given. Your calm focus is more powerful than hurried action. The calling of your name continues to open pathways, and those pathways are leading you into spaces you once thought were beyond reach. What felt distant is now becoming accessible, and what seemed reserved for others is now being placed before you. This is not about comparison, it is about fulfillment of what was meant for you. Your journey is unfolding exactly as it should, and every step is carrying you deeper into that reality. You are not chasing this increase, you are being drawn into it. And that is why it feels both powerful and calm at the same time. The calling of your name continues to shape your path, guiding you into moments that confirm everything I have already spoken. You are not behind anymore. You are positioned exactly where you need to be. There is a strengthening happening inside you that cannot be shaken by what used to affect you. Situations that once caused hesitation now feel manageable, and choices that once felt unclear are becoming simple to make. This is because the wealth that has been deposited carries clarity within it, and that clarity is settling into your spirit. You are not only seeing opportunities, you are recognizing them without confusion or doubt. This is how you move forward without missing what has been placed before you. Type 10 to claim miracles. You may begin to notice how your environment responds differently to you, as if things are adjusting to match what has been released into your life. This is not your imagination, it is alignment taking place around you. Conversations will begin to open doors that were once closed, and connections will form that feel natural and timely. You are being positioned in ways that support your growth, and every interaction carries the potential to lead you further into what has been given. Stay present in these moments because they are part of the unfolding. There is also a sense of peace that is beginning to replace the pressure you once carried. You are no longer trying to force outcomes or make things happen through effort alone. Instead, you are moving with a steady confidence that comes from knowing something greater is working on your behalf. This peace is not passive. It is active, guiding your steps and keeping you grounded as everything shifts around you. When you remain in this state, you allow the process to continue without resistance. Type 333 to align. As the reality of this deposit becomes clearer, you will find yourself letting go of old fears that once held you back. Fear of lack, fear of failure, and fear of being overlooked will begin to fade, because you are seeing evidence that you are supported. This release is not just filling a gap, it is removing the mindset that created that gap in the first place. You are being restored in a way that changes how you think, how you feel, and how you respond to life. This is a complete transformation, not a temporary shift. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There will be moments when you look back and realize how much has changed in a short period of time. What once took long effort now happens with ease, and what once felt distant now feels close and accessible. These realizations are confirmations that you are moving in the right direction. Do not dismiss them, because they strengthen your trust and keep you aligned with what is continuing to unfold. Every sign matters, and every step carries you further into what has already been secured. You are also being prepared to handle a greater level of responsibility, because increase brings new opportunities that require wisdom and care. This preparation has been happening quietly, even before you recognized it. You have been learning, growing, and developing in ways that now allow you to carry what is being given without being overwhelmed. You are not stepping into something you cannot handle. You are stepping into something you have been shaped for. This is why the timing is now. Do not allow comparison to distract you, because your journey is unfolding in a way that is unique to you. What you are receiving has been designed specifically for your path, and it will not look exactly like what others experience. Stay focused on what is happening in your life, because that is where your attention is needed. When you remain centered, you move forward without unnecessary confusion or delay. Your clarity keeps you aligned with what is yours. There is a momentum building that will continue to carry you forward, even when you feel still for a moment. This momentum is not dependent on constant action. It is sustained by the decision that has already been made in your favor. You are not starting from nothing. You are moving from a place of established release. This changes how you approach everything, because you are no longer trying to create something. You are receiving what already exists. This understanding keeps you steady and focused. You may also notice that your perspective on value is shifting, where you begin to recognize the worth of things you once overlooked. This includes not only resources, but also time, relationships, and opportunities. The wealth being released is teaching you how to see clearly, and that clarity allows you to make choices that support your growth. You are becoming more intentional, more aware, and more aligned with what truly matters. This is part of the transformation that accompanies what you are receiving. Stay grounded in this moment and continue to move with awareness, because everything is aligning with precision. The calling of your name was the beginning, but the unfolding continues with every step you take. You are not walking alone in this, and you are not navigating it without guidance. I am with you in every moment, ensuring that what has been given reaches you fully and completely. Keep your heart open and your focus steady, because what is yours is continuing to take shape in your life. You will begin to see how paths are opening without resistance, how timing begins to align without confusion, and how provision meets you before the need becomes heavy. This is not a coincidence, and it is not something you created on your own. It is the unfolding of what was already placed in your favor, and now it is stepping into your daily reality. There is a shift in your awareness that is becoming stronger, and it is guiding you to recognize what belongs to you. You are no longer second-guessing every opportunity or hesitating when something good appears. Instead, you are learning to move with quiet certainty, knowing that what has your name on it will feel right and clear. This confidence is not loud, but it is steady, and it keeps you aligned with what is being released. You are beginning to trust what you sense, and that trust is leading you exactly where you need to be. Type 555 to welcome change. As you move forward, you may notice that certain delays that once seemed permanent are suddenly dissolving. Situations that stayed still for a long time begin to move, and answers that felt far away begin to come closer. This is the effect of what has been deposited, because it carries movement within it. It does not sit idle. It activates progress and brings things into alignment. You are stepping into a flow where what was once blocked begins to clear, and what was once uncertain begins to settle into place. You are also being reminded that what you are receiving is not limited to one area of your life. The wealth that has been placed in your favor touches multiple parts of your journey. It affects your steadiness, your peace, your relationships, and the way you understand your direction. This is not a small adjustment, but a full transformation, and it will begin to reveal itself through moments that naturally connect with one another. You will begin to see how one shift opens the way for another, and how everything starts working together for your good. Type 888 to receive abundance. There is a quiet strength growing inside you that helps you move forward without fear, even when you enter places that feel unfamiliar. You are not depending on old experiences to lead you, because you are being guided into something new. This strength keeps you steady and focused, helping you respond to opportunities with clarity instead of doubt. You are becoming a person who moves with intention, someone who understands timing and takes action when the moment is right. This is part of how you receive what has already been placed in your life. Do not be surprised when you begin to find yourself in places or situations you once believed were out of reach. The deposit that has been made is unlocking doors that were not open before, and it is leading you into environments that match the level you are stepping into. These places may feel unfamiliar at first, but you belong there, and you are ready for what they require. You are not misplaced. You are entering what was meant for you from the beginning. This understanding will continue to deepen as you move forward. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because more than 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing quickly. Unexpected deposits, debts cleared, an entirely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old brain system that governs abundance and financial flow. It has already transformed the lives of thousands in only weeks. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate. The page could disappear at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. You may also begin to feel a deeper gratitude rising within you, not only for what is happening now, but for the path that brought you to this place. You will begin to understand how every challenge, every delay, and every uncertain moment helped prepare you. Nothing was wasted, and nothing was without meaning. Each step shaped you into someone who can now receive this without losing balance. This understanding brings peace, and it allows you to move forward without regret. There will be moments when you are reminded of how far you have come, and those moments will strengthen your faith and your confidence. You will see the contrast between where you were and where you are now, and that contrast will confirm that this change is real. Do not rush past these realizations, because they anchor you in the present and keep you aligned with what is unfolding. They remind you that this is not temporary. It is a continuation of something that has already begun. Stay aware of how your thoughts are shifting, because your mindset plays a key role in how fully you receive what has been given. You are being lifted into a place where you expect good things, where you recognize value, and where you move without fear of losing what you gain. This mindset supports the flow of what is being released, and it keeps you aligned with the process. When your thoughts remain steady and positive, you create space for this increase to continue. The calling of your name marked a turning point, and you are now living in the result of that moment. Every step you take confirms that something has changed, and that change is becoming more visible with time. You are not waiting for a breakthrough, you are walking in it. This is a new way of living where you no longer feel stuck or overlooked, but supported and guided. What has been deposited is not waiting for permission to arrive. It is already moving into place, aligning circumstances, timing, and opportunities in ways that cannot be undone. You are not reaching for something uncertain. You are stepping into something established. This is the difference that will begin to define how you experience everything from this point forward. There is a deeper awareness rising within you, and it is helping you recognize that you are no longer in the same position you once were. You are not standing outside looking in. You are now inside the movement of what has been released. This shift may feel subtle at first, but it will become clearer with each passing moment. You will notice how your decisions carry more weight, how your presence begins to influence situations, and how your path feels guided instead of forced. This is the result of what has been placed in your favor, and it is continuing to unfold. Type 444 to stay aligned. As you continue forward, you will begin to see how certain opportunities seem to meet you at the exact moment you are ready for them. This is not luck, and it is not coincidence. It is alignment working in your life. What has been deposited carries timing within it, and that timing ensures that everything arrives when you can receive it fully. You are not being overwhelmed with everything at once. You are being guided step by step, so that each part builds upon the last. This creates a steady progression that strengthens your confidence and your clarity. You may also notice that your sense of direction is becoming stronger, as if you are being pulled towards certain choices without confusion. This is part of the guidance that comes with what has been released, and it keeps you moving in the right direction. When you follow this direction, you will find that things begin to fall into place naturally. You will not need to force outcomes or struggle to create movement because the path is already being prepared for you. Your role is to stay aware and responsive to what you sense. Type 666 to move forward in faith. There is also a refinement happening in how you handle what is being given to you, because this increase requires wisdom as much as it requires faith. You are being taught to recognize value, to make thoughtful decisions, and to move with intention. This is not about holding back. It is about moving forward with understanding, so that what you receive continues to grow. You are not only receiving wealth, you are learning how to steward it in a way that brings lasting impact. This is what allows the blessing to remain and expand over time. You are being separated from the mindset that once made you feel like you had to settle for less or accept limitations. That way of thinking no longer fits who you are becoming, and it is being replaced with a sense of possibility and expectation. You are beginning to see that more is available to you than you once believed, and this realization opens new doors. When your mind expands, your actions follow, and that is how you step fully into what has been prepared. This transformation is part of the process, and it supports everything that is unfolding. There will be moments when you feel a strong sense of confirmation, where everything seems to align in a way that leaves no doubt. These moments are important because they strengthen your trust and remind you that you are on the right path. Do not overlook them or dismiss them, because they are part of how you stay connected to what is happening. Each confirmation builds upon the last, creating a steady sense of assurance that carries you forward. This is how you move without hesitation. You may also begin to notice that your surroundings start to reflect the change that is happening within you. The way people respond to you, the opportunities that come your way, and the environment you find yourself in will all begin to shift. This is not because you are forcing anything. It is because what has been deposited is influencing everything around you. You are becoming aligned with a different level, and your surroundings are adjusting to match that alignment. This is part of how the transformation becomes visible. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Stay grounded as these changes take place, because stability allows you to receive without becoming overwhelmed. You do not need to rush or try to control every detail, because everything is unfolding with precision. When you remain calm and focused, you are able to respond to each moment with clarity. This keeps you aligned with what is being given and prevents unnecessary distractions. Your steady presence is part of how you receive fully. The calling of your name continues to carry power, and that power is shaping every step you take. You are not walking in uncertainty anymore. You are moving within a path that has been prepared and secured. What once felt distant is now within reach. And what once seemed impossible is becoming part of your reality. This is the result of what has already been decided in your favor, and it is continuing to unfold without interruption. What has been deposited is not sitting still. It is active, working through your days, shaping your path, and bringing things into alignment without force. You are not waiting anymore. You are walking within the result of a decision that has already been made. This understanding will steady you and keep you focused as everything continues to take form. There is a strengthening of your inner clarity that is becoming more noticeable with each step you take. You are not questioning every move the way you once did, and you are not hesitating when something feels right. This clarity is part of the wealth that has been given because it guides you into what belongs to you without confusion. You are learning to trust what you sense, and that trust is allowing you to move forward with calm confidence. This is how you stay aligned with what is unfolding, by remaining aware and responsive to what you feel within. Type 999 to step into fullness. As you continue forward, you will begin to see how certain patterns that once held you back are no longer present. The cycles of delay, doubt, and limitation are breaking, and they are being replaced with movement and progress. This is not something you are forcing to change. It is something that is naturally shifting because of what has been deposited. You are stepping into a different rhythm, one that carries momentum and consistency. This rhythm supports your growth and keeps you moving forward without feeling stuck. You may notice that opportunities begin to come to you in ways that feel natural and unforced. These are not random moments. They are part of the unfolding that has already been set in motion. What you once had to search for is now finding its way to you. And this is how you know the shift is real. Stay present in these moments and respond with awareness, because they are guiding you further into what has been given. Each opportunity carries a step forward, and your willingness to engage keeps the process moving. Type 11 to receive alignment. There is also a deepening sense of peace that is settling into your life, and it allows you to move without the pressure you once felt. You are no longer striving in the same way because you recognize that what is yours is already secured. This peace does not make you passive. It makes you steady, and it keeps you grounded as everything changes around you. When you move from this place, your actions become more effective and your decisions become clearer. This is how you carry what has been given without becoming overwhelmed. You are also being guided to recognize the value of what is being placed in your hands, not just in terms of material gain, but in terms of purpose and direction. The wealth that has been deposited is connected to your path, and it supports what you are meant to do. This means that as you receive, you are also being positioned to move forward in a way that aligns with your calling. You are not receiving something empty. You are receiving something that carries meaning and direction. This is why it feels significant, because it is. There will be moments when you feel a strong sense of confirmation, where everything seems to align perfectly and leave no room for doubt. These moments are not accidents. They are reminders that you are moving in the right direction. Pay attention to them because they strengthen your trust and keep you focused. Each confirmation builds your confidence and helps you move forward without hesitation. This is how you stay connected to what is unfolding. You may also begin to notice that your perspective on your future is changing, becoming clearer and more focused than before. What once felt uncertain is now taking shape, and you can begin to see where you are going. This clarity is part of what has been deposited, and it guides you into the next steps with confidence. You are not guessing anymore. You are moving with direction, and that direction keeps you aligned with what is yours. This is how the process continues to unfold. Stay grounded and present as these changes take place, because your awareness allows you to receive fully. You do not need to rush or force anything, because everything is unfolding with precision. When you remain calm and focused, you are able to recognize each step as it appears and respond to it with clarity. This keeps you aligned with what is being given and prevents unnecessary distractions. Your steady presence is part of how you receive what has already been placed in your favor. The calling of your name continues to carry power, and that power is shaping every part of your journey. You are not moving through life without direction anymore. You are walking within a path that has been prepared. What once seemed distant is now within reach, and what once felt impossible is becoming part of your reality. This is the result of what has already been decided, and it is continuing to unfold without interruption. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. The calling of your name was not the end of the process. It was the beginning of a flow that continues to expand with each passing moment. What has been placed in your favor is taking root, and you are beginning to stand on something that feels steady and real. This is the stage where doubt loses its voice, because what you are experiencing becomes too clear to deny. There is a strengthening in how you carry yourself, and it is coming from the awareness that you are supported. You are no longer reacting from fear or uncertainty, but from a place of quiet assurance that things are working in your favor. This change in how you move is not small. It is a reflection of what has already shifted within you. You are learning to trust the process without needing constant confirmation, because you are beginning to see the results. This trust allows you to move forward with a calm confidence that cannot be shaken easily. Type 1313 to receive favor. As this continues to unfold, you will begin to notice that your decisions carry a different weight because they are now connected to something greater. You are not making choices in isolation. You are responding to a flow that is guiding you forward. This means that even small decisions will begin to create meaningful outcomes because they are aligned with what has been deposited. You are stepping into a place where your actions and your path begin to match perfectly. This alignment creates a sense of ease that replaces the struggle you once felt. You may also see that things you once had to fight for are now coming together without resistance. This is not because effort is no longer required, but because the conditions have changed in your favor. What was once blocked is now open, and what once required force now responds to your presence. This is part of the shift that has taken place, and it confirms that you are no longer in the same position you were before. You are moving within a space where things are working with you instead of against you. Type 1414 to accept blessings. There is also a deepening of your understanding that what you are receiving is not limited or temporary. The wealth that has been deposited carries a sense of continuity, meaning it will continue to grow and expand over time. You are not stepping into something that will fade. You are stepping into something that will build. This understanding removes the fear of loss and replaces it with a sense of stability. You are learning to hold what is given with confidence. Knowing that it is meant to remain, you will begin to notice how your environment reflects this change. As people, opportunities and circumstances align with your new level, You may find yourself in conversations that open unexpected doors or in situations that bring clarity and direction. These are not random occurrences. They are part of the unfolding that continues to shape your path. Stay present in these moments because they carry the next steps you need to take. Each one builds upon the last, creating a steady progression forward. There is also a refinement happening in how you see yourself, because what has been deposited is changing your identity. You are no longer viewing yourself through the lens of limitation or lack, but through the understanding that you are chosen and supported. This shift in identity affects how you respond to everything around you. You begin to move with purpose, speak with clarity, and act with intention. This is part of the transformation that accompanies what you are receiving. You may feel moments of reflection where you look back and see how much has changed. And those moments will strengthen your awareness of what is happening. You will recognize that the struggle you once carried is no longer defining your path. Instead, you are moving within a flow that supports your growth and expansion. These reflections are important because they anchor you in the present and remind you of how far you have come. They keep you grounded as everything continues to evolve. Stay steady as this process continues, because consistency allows you to receive fully. You do not need to rush or try to control every detail, because everything is unfolding with precision. When you remain calm and focused, you are able to respond to each moment with clarity. This keeps you aligned with what is being given and prevents unnecessary distractions. Your presence and awareness are key to how you experience this unfolding. The calling of your name continues to carry influence, and that influence is shaping every part of your journey. You are not moving through life without direction. You are walking within a path that has been prepared for you. What once seemed distant is now within reach, and what once felt uncertain is becoming clear. This is the result of what has already been decided, and it is continuing to unfold without interruption. I am guiding you through this with care, ensuring that nothing meant for you is lost or misplaced. You are not alone in this process, and you are not responsible for making everything happen. What has been deposited will continue to grow, and you will continue to step into it with confidence and understanding. Keep your heart open. Keep your focus steady and continue moving forward, because what is yours is becoming fully established in your life. You are not on the edge of breakthrough anymore. You are standing inside it. And this realization will continue to grow stronger within you. Everything around you is beginning to reflect what has already been secured for you. There is a deeper stability forming in your spirit, and it is allowing you to move without the weight you once carried. You are no longer reacting to uncertainty, because certainty is beginning to take its place. This stability is not based on what you see alone. It is rooted in what has already been decided in your favor. You are learning to trust that decision, and that trust is shaping how you move forward. When you stand in this understanding, you begin to experience life differently, with calm assurance instead of hesitation. Type 1515 to stand firm. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. As this continues to unfold, you will notice that your ability to recognize what belongs to you becomes sharper. You are no longer questioning every opportunity or doubting every open door. Instead, you are sensing alignment and moving with confidence when something feels right. This clarity is part of the wealth that has been deposited because it guides you without confusion. You are learning to trust what you feel within, and that trust is keeping you aligned with what is yours. You may also begin to see how situations that once seemed complicated are now becoming simple to navigate. This is not because life has removed all challenges, but because you are now supported in a way that strengthens your ability to handle them. What once felt overwhelming now feels manageable. And what once created stress now creates clarity. This shift is part of the transformation that comes with what has been released. You are not the same as you were before, and that difference is becoming more evident. Type 1616 to receive clarity. There is also a growing sense of authority in how you move, because you are no longer acting from a place of lack. You are stepping forward with the awareness that something has already been placed in your favor. This awareness changes how you speak, how you decide, and how you respond to situations. You are no longer shrinking back or holding yourself back because you understand that you are supported. This is how you begin to step fully into what has been given. You may notice that your environment continues to adjust around you as people, opportunities, and circumstances align with your new level. Conversations may open doors you did not expect, and moments may arise that confirm everything that has been spoken over you. These are not random events. They are part of the unfolding that continues to shape your path. Stay present in these moments because they carry the next steps you need to take. Each one builds upon the last, creating a steady movement forward. There will also be moments of reflection where you see clearly how far you have come, and those moments will strengthen your confidence. You will recognize that the delays and struggles you once faced no longer define your journey. Instead, you are moving within a flow that supports your growth and expansion. These reflections are important because they anchor you in the present and remind you of the transformation that has taken place. They help you stay grounded as everything continues to evolve. You are also being guided to understand that what you are receiving carries purpose beyond what you can currently see. The wealth that has been deposited is not only for your benefit, it is connected to the path you are meant to walk. This means that as you receive, you are also being positioned to move forward in a way that aligns with your calling. You are not stepping into something empty. You are stepping into something meaningful. This is why it feels significant, because it carries direction as well as provision. Stay steady and continue to move with awareness, because your presence allows you to receive fully. You do not need to rush or try to control every detail, because everything is unfolding with precision. When you remain calm and focused, you are able to respond to each moment with clarity. This keeps you aligned with what is being given and prevents unnecessary distractions. Your steady presence is part of how you experience this unfolding. The calling of your name continues to carry influence, shaping every part of your journey. You are not moving through life without direction. You are walking within a path that has been prepared for you. What once seemed distant is now within reach. And what once felt uncertain is becoming clear. This is the result of what has already been decided, and it is continuing to unfold without interruption. What has been deposited is no longer just something you sense internally. It is beginning to take form in your environment, in your decisions, and in the opportunities that appear before you. You are not approaching a breakthrough anymore. You are living inside it. And this is the difference that will define your experience from here forward. Stay aware of this, because recognition strengthens your alignment with what is already yours. There is a calm confidence rising within you that does not depend on constant reassurance. You are beginning to trust the flow without needing repeated confirmation, because you can see the evidence forming around you. This confidence is not loud or forced. It is steady and grounded, and it keeps you focused even when things are still unfolding. You are no longer reacting to every change with uncertainty, because you understand that everything is working in your favor. This shift in how you carry yourself is part of the wealth that has been given to you. Type 1717 to stay grounded. As you continue forward, you will begin to notice how your decisions are becoming more aligned with your purpose. You are no longer making choices based on fear or limitation, but based on clarity and understanding. This alignment allows your actions to create results that feel natural and meaningful. You will see how even small steps lead to significant outcomes because they are connected to something greater. This is how the deposit begins to express itself fully through consistent and aligned movement. You may also notice that what once required effort now begins to flow with ease. Situations that felt heavy are becoming lighter, and paths that felt blocked are opening without resistance. This is not because effort is no longer needed, but because the conditions have shifted in your favor. You are moving within an environment that supports your growth, and that support makes everything feel more natural. This is one of the clearest signs that what has been deposited is active in your life. Type 1818 to walk in favor. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is also a deeper sense of responsibility forming within you because you understand that what you are receiving carries value beyond yourself. This awareness does not burden you, it strengthens you because you recognize that you are part of something meaningful. You are not just receiving for your own benefit, you are being positioned to move forward with purpose. This understanding shapes how you respond to what is given, and it keeps you aligned with the greater plan for your life. You will begin to see how your environment reflects this change more clearly as people, situations, and opportunities align with your new level. You may find yourself in places that once felt out of reach, or in conversations that open doors you did not expect. These moments are not random. They are part of the unfolding that continues to guide you forward. Stay present and attentive, because each one carries a step that leads you deeper into what has been prepared. There will also be moments where you pause and recognize how much has changed. And those moments will strengthen your awareness. You will see the difference between where you were and where you are now. And that difference will confirm that this shift is real. Do not rush past these realizations because they anchor you and keep you connected to the present. They remind you that this is not temporary. It is a continuation of something that has already been set in motion. You are also being guided to maintain balance as this continues to unfold, because stability allows you to carry what has been given without becoming overwhelmed. You do not need to rush or force anything, because everything is unfolding with precision. When you remain calm and focused, you are able to respond to each moment with clarity and confidence. This keeps you aligned with what is being given and prevents unnecessary distractions. The calling of your name continues to carry power, and that power is shaping every part of your journey. You are not passing through life without guidance. You are walking on a path that has already been prepared for you. What once felt far away is now coming closer, and what once seemed unclear is beginning to make sense. This is the outcome of what has already been decided in your favor, and it is still unfolding without being stopped. I am leading you through this with care, making sure that nothing meant for you is taken away. You are not going through this by yourself, and you are not required to make everything happen on your own. What has been placed within your life will continue to grow, and you will keep stepping into it with confidence and understanding. Keep your heart open, keep your attention steady, and continue moving ahead, because what belongs to you is becoming fully rooted in your life. A deeper sense of ownership is rising inside you, and it is changing the way you respond to everything around you. You are no longer waiting for approval before you move forward, because you now understand that what has been given to you already belongs to you. This understanding changes your posture, your voice, and your choices in a way that feels calm and grounded. You are not pushing yourself into something strange or unfamiliar. You are entering something that was prepared with you in mind. That is why it begins to feel right, even while it is still new. Type 1919 to claim what is yours. As you continue ahead, you will begin to recognize how everything is lining up with order and purpose. What once felt scattered or uncertain now begins to come together in a way that makes sense. You will notice how your steps bring you into the right situations, how your timing begins to align with the opportunities in front of you, and how your path feels directed instead of random. This is not coincidence. It is the result of what has been deposited moving through your life. Every moment is connected, and every step belongs to a greater design. You may also begin to notice how your thoughts are becoming more focused and more aligned with what is unfolding.